Tonight, the theme has been centered on strength, courage, fighters, and the power of hope to rise above. And I have to tell you, those aren't mere words. Every year, this being my 10th and final, I've stood up here and tried to find a new way to explain why the mission of St. E's matters to me so much. I've stood up here with a bald head going through chemo, still cancer-free. Praise God. Last year, I was able to fly my mom here and to thank her for adopting me in front of a crowd bigger than she had ever even imagined standing. But every year back, I come back to the same truth, and that it's deeply, deeply personal for me, and it always has been. As I said, I'm adopted, but that sentence, it's a little too neat for the truth. The truth is, my birth mother was given a choice. She could have ended my life before it began. The odds were stacked against her. But instead, she chose life, mine. And even though Carolyn, that's her name, carried me for 9 months before giving birth, and then gave me up without ever looking at me, she gave me life. And that matters, to me at least. I came into the world under hard circumstances, and I was close enough to a very, very different life that I can still, when I close my eyes, I can feel how closely to the edge I was. At that time, babies who looked like me, multiracial, an oddity back in the 70s, to be frank, often ended up in the system. They aged out. They became statistics instead of stories people will ever really know. That was not some far-off possibility for me. That could very well have been my story. And then by grace or providence or kismet, my mom heard about a baby who didn't have a name, who didn't have prospects, who didn't have hope. She heard about a baby whose biological mother had given birth and never even looked at her. That baby? Me. And just like that, my life changed. Not all at once, not without pain or complexity or questions that never fully go away, but my life changed. I was given a mother and a father. I was given a family. I was given a chance. I was given a life. This life that I am so deeply, deeply grateful to live. There's a little girl that's sitting over there named Olive, who many of you met. That happened too. And the husband. But here's the part that stays with me. I did nothing to earn that. I was 3 weeks old. I had no resume, no platform, no accomplishments, no way to prove that I was worthy. It was just a baby somebody had made the heartbreaking decision to walk away from. But then there was the one, my mom. My mom who made the choice to walk towards me, to embrace me, to claim me as her own. So when I hear words like strength and courage, I think about the people who step into hard moments. They step into them and they choose to love anyway. When I hear the word fighter, I don't just think about the people who survive. I think about the people who refuse to let others face life's hardest moments alone. And when I hear about the power of hope to rise above, I know exactly what that means because I am standing here as proof. That is why this mission matters to me. because St. Elizabeth Catholic Charities steps into the lives of people at their most vulnerable. You heard those stories tonight. And St. Elizabeth says, this is not hopeless. This is not over. You are not alone. That matters because real lives turn on moments like that. A conversation, a resource, a hand extended, a family supported, a child seen, a mother met with compassion. If only my birth mother would have had that. Met with compassion instead of judgment. She can't have a relationship with me because of that guilt that she has carried. A future, because of St. Elizabeth, a future can be changed before it is lost. I know the power of it all because I'm standing here again as proof. And that is why I'm asking you tonight to give. Give knowing that what may feel like one gift to you may, no, will become a turning point for someone else, for someone like me, for someone like the people you've heard from tonight. Give knowing that the right help at the right moment can change everything. Give because this mission meets people in real life, in real pain, in real uncertainty, and reminds them that the hardest chapter does not have to be the final one. I'm here tonight because someone showed up just in time for me. Tonight, your gift will help St. Elizabeth Catholic Charities do that for others. And if there was never a time in the world where we need to do that for one another, I'm telling you it's now. Maybe, just maybe, what strength really looks like, what courage really is, and how hope rises above is by making a decision to show up for someone you don't even know who needs you. And you have the opportunity to do that now. And I thank you for taking it. At this time, I'd like to ask each table host to please distribute the pledge cards. You'll notice your contact information should be at the top of this pledge card, and if any info is incorrect or missing, please update that. You can make a one-time gift or a pledge that can be set up monthly, quarterly, biannually, but please keep in mind there is no minimum. But also keep in mind there is no maximum either. We just ask that you prayerfully consider your support and give what you are comfortable contributing. And I have to say this as well, it is also a perfect time to donate in honor of the faithful work and the heartfelt commitment that Mark Casper has provided during his tenure at St. Elizabeth's. And we'll now ask that you just take a few moments. You can talk, but also consider some silent reverence to complete your confidential pledge, seal it back into your envelope, and then return it to your table host for collection. And again, on behalf of the staff, advisory council, and all those served by St. Elizabeth's, I want to thank you for your generosity as you support these vital local community programs.